So these tier lists have been flying all over the place. People have been making tier lists left and right, and there's been a spicy one floating around, which I won't get too much into, but you know what? Really inspired me. I haven't made a tier list in a hot minute, and I actually really want to put my opinion, as this is a game that I play a lot, I study a lot on, I watch a lot on, so I feel we can sit down and do this. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, kicking it back to some tier list making. Today we are going to be sitting down and doing a tier list for Dragon Ball Fighterz, with right on the cusp of getting new content for the game, Android 21 with the lab coat, and with a possible Season 4 reveal, possible, I'm just going to say possible. I want to sit down and rank the characters that we have right now, based off of the latest patch. It's been a few months, and I think we have plenty of information to go off of with these characters, and I'm going to be throwing in my own spicy takes here and there, especially one that's going to be so incredibly spicy that I'm doing it on purpose. And, you know, I gotta add my own flair to my own tier list, you know? So we got the tier list organized as top 3, S+, S, A, and B. The only thing that's going to be ordered about this tier list is top 10. Everything else, which top 10 is going to include the top 3 and S+. Everything else, if they're in that tier together, the differences between the characters are probably just so minuscule as to who does what better, that I don't really see much of a point in ordering, and it would make the video take way too long. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, who do I think is the best in the game? And I feel like this is a pretty popular opinion at this point, but honestly, I do think it's Vegito. Now, why do I think he's the best in the game? I don't really feel like I need to explain this, but, you know, he's got nearly unpunishable mix, he's got a Spirit Sword mix, he's got this mix, he's got that mix. The character does almost everything. He's got Ki Blast, incredible Ki Blast, one of the best assists in the game. Great level 3 Oki, great damage, it can be played at any point. The 5M is ridiculous, the 2M is ridiculous, every button that this character has is ridiculous. I genuinely think that Vegito is definitely the top character in the game. The way that they built him this season is just... it's so incredibly stupid, because he didn't... I really feel like he didn't need much of this. Like, Vegito was kind of just underplayed throughout most of his life. Like, I felt like he got a lot of play when he first came out because he was the brand new shiny character. And then, like, you never really saw him until this season, where you see him everywhere, because he's on every single team, because people realize just how monstrous this character is. Definitely, I believe he is the top 1 character in the game. Who do I think is number 2? And that is going to be Android 21. Again, I don't think this is really changing anything from many people's different opinions. What's to say about Android 21? Some of the best buttons in the game, best Ki Blast in the game, best neutral in the game, best mix in the game, best cross-ups in the game. Android 21 has it all, and for the longest time, I genuinely thought she was the best in the game until I just started seeing more and more and more of Vegito. These two really just kind of flip-flop for me a lot, but I think comfortably right now, this is what I could say is the top 2 in the game. Coming in at number 3, and again, this is not hot off the presses, Z Broly. I'm not even going to explain about this character. To some people, he's barely top 20 somehow. Yeah, I'm taking a shot at that tier list. But it's Z Broly, dude. You could play him at any point, but he's like the best anchor in the game. Crazy damage, crazy solo mixed armor. You know, there's nothing else that needs to be said. Now, the rest of the top 10, I feel like you could put a great argument with anyone and switch their positioning. You know, I'm not really going to give too much of an explanation for the rest of my top 10, except for my last one, which is going to be the really, really spicy take, which I'm going to be really excited to talk about. But you can kind of just put in an argument for any of these characters, and bam, they switch positions. That's just how interchangeable I think the top 10 is, and much like the rest of the cast, whenever I place them into a tier. But let's go through it. So number 4, I believe, is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Stupid buttons, great mix, double air dash. The level up system, which if you use it, it's functionable as a strategy. Like, the character is plus frames for days. He's got the best auto combo in the game, in my opinion. Easily top 4 character. Next up, I believe, is Base Vegeta. Hard character to play, but you know, He's got stubby buttons. He's got the Vegeta buttons. But EX Rocket Kick, the loops, they just generate so much damage and meter. Like, base Vegeta does a lot. And even though he's a hard character to play, he's still insanely strong and insanely powerful. Following him is, I believe, is base Goku. A little bit more of an honest character, but an unreactable command grab. Great Goku buttons, insane damage, probably the second best anchor in the game. Next up we got, where is he? There he is. We got Gotenks, another really hard character to play, but insane buttons, insane tools, insane loops, mix, great pressure, Oki. He works wonderfully with the Z change mechanic. Definitely a top 10 contender. Following him, I think, is Teen Gohan, another character that people, I think Teen Gohan's falling for a lot of people, because I've seen a lot of people rank him much lower than me, and not just that one person in particular, but a lot more people are starting to rank Teen Gohan a little bit lower, and I think that's because people are getting used to Teen Gohan and how he is. But I mean, you can't, you know, like I feel like I have to put him up here just for everything that this character offers. Insane damage, very versatile combos. You can basically start a full two-touch character off of almost anything that Teen Gohan can get. The EX legs and everything, sure, you can guard cancel it, but you're wasting a bar to get him off of you. Like, that's still really strong. Definitely think this character's still top 10. At number 9 is going to be UI Goku. Definitely a character that's fallen off. Like, he used to be probably top 1 in the game. But he's still strong. Like, he's still insanely strong. You know, the 5LL of the gods. You know, he's just a little bit normalized now. You gotta play a little bit smart with UI Goku, and lo and behold, none of the fucking population really does, except for, you know, really top pro players, and the occasional guy who will beat your ass with this character, but very strong. Now, before we leave the top 10, I got my spicy take for you. This would not be my tier list, personally, if I didn't throw this take in here. And I need everyone to stop sleeping. Stop it. I'm not even playing. So hear me out. Hear me out. I know this is probably getting a lot of people, you know, up and ready. You know, you got your torches, your pitchforks is in hand. And remember, this is my list. Relax. Relax. This is the take I was talking about. But come on. EX Cyberman is the best character in the game. You cannot fucking tell me otherwise. The fact that they made it so the Cybermen can't get affected by assist and projectiles now. Bro, you could just sit full screen and call Cyberman. Oh, what? You want to use Key Blast? Nappa could just click his 5S. That has priority over weak Key Blast. And bam, he starts a full combo. Oh, you want to try and Super Dash? You want to try and get in on him? He's going to 2H it. You have to forcefully play a new game when you're playing a strong Nappa. I'm talking a strong Nappa. All these characters, we're gonna be talking about them completely optimally. Like, if you want to play against Nappa, you have to change everything that you know to make sure he is not just running all over you. He's got very strong buttons. He's got a 5L that hits low. His 2M is a little slow, but it's large. His 5M is fucking absurd. His JM and his JH are really insane. His Key Blast got a strong buff. What's it called? The Blazing Storm comes out really fast. It catches a lot of people off guard. And then just the Cyberman. Not only did he also get a better extension mid-screen, so this way he can, you know, continue to get to the corner where he truly excels. Once he's in the corner, Nappa is top 3 in the game. If you let Nappa run all over you in the corner, you're going to die before you even know it. Like, this character applies pressure. He makes you change the way that you play this game. You have to play to his game. Because if you don't, he's just going to run over you. I thoroughly believe that Nappa is being incredibly slept on. I do 100% believe it. And while most of my list is going to be based off of like how the characters get played, who's playing what character, I'm going to throw in my own spicy takes, and this is the spiciest take I got. I believe Nappa is top 10 in this game. Truly, I do. I'm serious with this when I say it. But I know this is going to stir up a lot of talk for anyone who watches this tier list. So, but without further ado, let's move on so the video doesn't end up being too absurdly long. At this point, I'm not really going to do too much of an explanation for a character unless I really feel like they need it. And again, it's not ordered. So we're just going to move down the list. We're going to start at the top left. We're going to start with Android 16, and we're just going to work our way down to kind of get through this. So Android 16, I think, is a strong A tier character. Good buttons, a little bit of slow buttons, but, you know, he's a solid character, can get the job done. Yasha has really made this character insane. Like, really, like, a lot of people, again, slept on this character, and then Yasha really showed off, like, a lot of his highlights, and, yeah, he's very strong. He's a very strong character. You know, he's got great mix, he's got the Rekkas, good key blasts, good buttons, the bubbles. Very strong character, definitely worthy of S tier, in my eyes. Same with Android 18. When it comes to the corner, she's probably top 2 in the game. You know, she's a little with her buttons and everything like that, and, you know, her neutral is okay. It's alright, but, man, that corner pressure is really scary. And, you know, she's got built-in cross-ups and things like that. Strong character, very strong. Bardock, too honest, but strong character nonetheless. Like, you know, like, Bardock is like the vanilla ice cream of this game now. Like, if you see a good Bardock, it's like, damn, that's a good Bardock. But, you know, very honest, you gotta work a little hard to open up your opponent with a Bardock. Beerus, oh boy, I fucking love this character. Easy S tier, just probably top 3 in the game. And when it comes to corner pressure, like, Beerus will make you sweat in the corner. Buff the 2M, please, for the love of God. But other than that, you know, this character is actually pretty strong. Great character. I think a lot of people are crazy sleeping on S Broly. A lot of people have been putting him in B tier and lower. No, I don't think so. Yeah, his frame data is a little weh, it's a little weh. But ultimately, I think this character is still very strong. Like, he'll 2-touch you at any point. He's got long combos, but they do good damage. He's got great damage, as a matter of fact. Yeah, definitely an A tier character. Another character I feel gets very slept on, and I'm literally almost tempted to like make a zone tier, because I don't know if really where I should slap him. To be perfectly honest, I feel like I should make like an A+ tier. I think I'm. There we go. Yeah, I feel like he meanders in between. But Ginyu is another character that's immensely slept on. Very strong character. A lot of people don't really know what he does, and I feel like that's why a lot of people like underrate him a little bit. But like once a Ginyu gets going, like it's so hard. He's got good buttons, built-in mix with the his 5H. Strong character, very strong character. Another very strong character. I think Cell is another very strong character. Great buttons. He's got a triple low that not a lot of people expect. Obviously top level people know what Cell could do, but you know, strong buttons, good combos. I think what really holds him down is a little bit of weirdness with his combo routes, but that's about it. Cooler, I really wish they would buff him. I don't really know how they would, but I really wish that they would. Like, he's got insane buttons, like really insane buttons. Like, he's got the Defy All neutral, and I don't know, he just still doesn't feel all that strong to me, to be honest. And I play this character too. Strong character, but I don't know. He's got something missing that really holds him down. Don't even get me started on Frieza. I think he's the worst character in the game right now. You people are crazy thinking Yamcha is the worst character in the game. No, I think he's the worst character. Sure, his zoning is annoying, but his buttons barely work. Like, most of his buttons hardly connect. Like, you have to put in work with Frieza, and he's built around the golden Frieza, which is unfortunate because regular Frieza hardly works. Yeah, people could show you this video of Frieza doing this, Frieza doing that, but like compared to the rest of the cast, like he's still insanely just not great. Gogeta Blue, honestly, it would be number 11 for me. If I was ranking the rest of the non-top 10, I don't even need to give an explanation for this character, so I'm not going to. But just know he would be number 11 if I was ranking them in order. God, I wish this character was better. He's got strong buttons, but you have to spend so much meter with Gohan just to make him a good character. Like, you really do. And like, a lot of people can show you like all this and that with Gohan, and honestly, it's just one of those situations where, like, yeah, sure, that's cool, Gohan has this, but you know who else has this? Everyone above him. I think he could be better. Honestly, I think they need to kind of like reduce, like, keep level 7 how it is, but like give him double air dash at level 1, give him reverse beats at level 3, like make those rewards easier to get to, because it's a great idea. That's just, it just needs a little bit of tweaking on that execution, because I mean, he's got the good buttons, he's got what it would take to make this character good. It's just it takes too long to get to the point where, like, okay, now I'm really scared of Gohan. You know, like, double air dashes, whatever, the reverse beats are alright, you can block straight for fucking hours, but like, he takes too long to get to that point, and most of the time he could probably already be dead before you get there. And in order to do this, you would probably play him anchor or mid, and that's you're then sacrificing those anchor mid slots for a character that just takes too long to get good, in my personal opinion. That's just how I feel. He could be better, and I'm a little disappointed that the level up system didn't make him like this crazy OD character that we thought he was. He's not that character until level 7. Goku Black, another slept on character, very vanilla, not really too much needs to be said about this, but he's a strong character. He's got good buttons, he's got good tools. You just got to learn how to use them, you know. GT Goku, very slept on. I still feel like he's pretty strong and he's got great tools. You just don't really see him much anymore, you know. He's got nerfed into the ground. He got nerfed into the ground twice, but I still have faith in this character. I really do. I do think he's still strong, good buttons. He's a small character, so that, you know, plays into the benefit. But yeah, Goku Blue, and where is he? We're gonna put both of them up at the same time. I think these characters are insane. I think Blue Vegeta is very slept on as a character. But both of them have insane neutral. They're very strong point characters. I don't think you should play them at any position, any other position besides point. But when it comes to point characters, they get the job done. Like, they're very reliant on like assists to help them with mix, but that mix can be very, very, very lethal. Yeah. Super Saiyan Goku. No, I'm gonna put him in A tier. I think Super Saiyan Goku is like the Goku Black situation. A lot of people just don't give him credit just because he's vanilla. But I mean, good buttons, good tools, beam, good ki blasts. He's a solid character. You can't put him in B tier thinking that he's B tier, honestly. Let's see. Yep. I don't see it with this character. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't see it with Hit. I really don't. I'm almost inclined to put him in B tier, but I know he's not a B tier character because he's got some of the better mediums in the game. But I feel like you need to like stay 3 steps ahead of your opponent when you play Hit. And where's the point in that when you could just click fucking Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and just mash your way to victory, you know? Strong character with a good foundation, but it's just like, he's a character that you have to put in so much work with that it's almost, I feel it's almost just pointless to play the character. That's my own personal opinion. I know there's plenty of great Hit players out there, but yeah. Janemba, yeah. It's amazing the glow up that this character got after this patch. You know, he's got much better buttons, great. He's got the counter with Ki Blast. Like, it's actually genuinely insane what this character got and how a lot of people revere him. Probably as one of the better anchors. A lot of people have been picking up the character just because he's so good now. Another character that got an immense glow up is Jiren, dude. Like, oh my god, dude. I remember the days when Jiren first came out and people thought he was actively garbage, and then season 3 came out, he got some buffs, and now he just got even better, you know? He's got some of the best neutral in the game, a 2L that hits a medium starter. This frame 6 medium starter, that shit's broken. That shit's insane. Honestly, if I was ranking these characters, I'd probably put Jiren at number 12 or 13. Whichever one, but yeah. Kefla, S tier. I feel like people undermine Kefla as the Android 21 clone. And I don't think that's fair, to be honest. The more that I play against Kefla, the more that I don't think that, genuinely. I think this character is great in her own right. The Sharkeisha Shuffle, as JRK likes to call it. It's a nearly full screen 5M. Multi-hitting buttons, the works. Like, this character is very strong. She's got fusion buttons. She does a lot. A 2-3-6S that blocks, assists. The command dash is alright for mix. She's got Hellzone setups. You know, this character is. I feel like she is undermined poorly. I don't think she's an Android 21 clone. I think she's a character that's strong in her own rights and can get the job done. Kid Buu, another character that I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on lately, and I look at it like this. Yes, Kid Buu has been nerfed many of times. Kid Buu has been slammed into the ground many of times. But a good Kid Buu player is still going to mix you out of your fucking shoes, and you cannot sit here and tell me otherwise. If you honestly sit here and say that, oh, Kid Buu's just not good anymore, you know, his mix is bad, you're a player who gets mixed by Kid Buu. I still get mixed by Kid Buu. I'm not that great of a player, but he has an option, he has a tool for everything in the game. Multiple overheads, this and that. This character is still snapped. And yes, you do need to play him at a higher caliber. He's a character that's not someone you can just pick up and play and win with. Once you start taking advantage of what he has, goddamn, dude, he is so strong. Such a strong character. Krillin, I'm going to put him in A+. Let's actually change A+ real quick to like a... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, again, another character I feel... I keep saying that these characters are slept on. It's mostly just because no one wants to play these fucking anyone else besides the goddamn fusions. But, yeah, Krillin's really strong. He's got some stubby buttons, but, I mean, like, come on. Like, he's got some of the best post-vanish combos in the game. He's got a falling beam. A falling beam. It's annoying as shit. By the way, it's so hard to punish that fucking thing. That goddamn thing. Like, I digress. Yeah. A JM that like sucks you in like a fucking magnet, dude. It's so crazy. Krillin's such a good. He's a good character. I feel like some of his mix is a little too readable. But other than that, very strong character. Another very strong character that no one wants to fucking play just because it's Fat Buu. It is Fat Buu, and I'm putting him in A+. The mix that this character has is incredible. The resets that this character has is incredible. He's got good buttons, a great JH, a great J2H. Strong character. Very, very strong character. A lot of people just are not playing just because it's Fat Buu. So, yeah, I'm putting him in A+ tier. Roshi. Wow, how did I pick up 16 over Roshi? What the hell? Yeah, I'm going to put him in A tier. I don't think Roshi's as weak as a lot of people claim. He's a bag of tricks. He's got an answer for everything. But, I don't know. Like, he's another character that you really need to play optimally to get the actual, like, best out of. And I don't think anyone's willing to sit down and do it. I know. I really want to, but he's a tough character. He's a tough character to learn. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about Roshi, to be perfectly honest. Like, I don't see enough of him to really formulate, like, a complete opinion like I have for almost the rest of the cast. But I do feel like he's undervalued. Like, the character has so much that I feel like, you know, someone's going to pick him up one of these days and it's going to click and he's going to send an uproar. I feel like that. I feel like that's a hot take, but... What's a tier list without some hot takes? Piccolo, this isn't a hot take, bro. Fucking it's Piccolo. I'm not explaining this. We're moving on. Baby, A+. If it wasn't for almost everything that he does being super dashable, which can be baited, it can be baited. You know, and a few of his buttons being a little slow. He's got a slow beam. Baby overall is a really strong character. with some good tools. Great loops and things like that, but it's just those few things that really bog him down. You know, like like I just said, the slow button, the slow beams, everything, all of his zoning gets beaten out by characters with better key blasts. Yeah, not much else needs to be said. Tien, yes sir. Great buttons, guard point on his command grabs. Like, who the fuck? What? Guard point on command grabs? Hello? And then there's D Broly. Sorry. Really strong character, good beam, guard point, insane damage. Probably the third one of the, like, I would say top 5 when it comes to anchors. In my personal opinion, I would say probably top 5 when it comes to anchors. It's just a few things he's got that bogs him down. You know, most of his button options aren't as great as some characters above him. You know, he doesn't have the greatest neutral because he only shoots off one key blast. Chaozu is not as great as people like to give it credit for. Yeah, strong character, just a few things that really bogs him away from probably like top 10 and things like that. Trunks, dude, Trunks. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put Trunks in A tier. And just know that it would be the low end of A tier. But I'm going to put him in A tier nonetheless. Because I can't deny that what Trunks has, he has potential. You know, the 5S is a great Poke tool. It's something that you have to commit to when you click that button. Because it's super dashable, it gets beat out by other beams. It beats weaker Key Blast, that's great. But once you click that button, you either need to go into his beam or just stand there and take it. His flips are just 2Hable and super dashable or auto comboable. Everything that Trunks has, there's potential there to be strong for himself, but it's just, I feel like he loses real heavy to just like really, really aggressive playstyles. And that can encompass a lot of the part of this game. Is just a really aggressive player. If they're mashing away, if they're doing whatever the hell they please, Trunks is going to find himself in a hard situation. But I can't deny the fact that he has the tools. I cannot deny the fact that he has these things to build potential for a strong character. So I'm going to put him in low ends of A tier, I promise you. But A tier nonetheless. Now this character, I don't get this one, to be honest. Like, I don't get people trying to give credit to this character. Because, honestly, I think he fucking sucks. And I hate it. He's got strong Key Blast. He does. I believe it was Cool Kid who said that you could outzone Z Broly, which I don't necessarily agree with. But, you know, there are people who have like differing opinions. You know, he does have air DPs, that's all great, but it's just like, he's got neutral. He has neutral, and he has neutral that is all right enough for him to get in. You know, he's got the kicks. EX Rocket Kick is full screen. That thing is actually pretty fast and probably one of his best tools. What does he do when he gets in? This character has literally no mix. The only thing that he has or mix is cross up, which you need an assist for. But he's got no mix. He's got no damage when he does end up opening you up. Like, of course, if you get a medium starter, yeah, bam, you got damage. But like, unless he's in sparking, his combo routes are so basic and minuscule. Like, you don't do much with Super Saiyan Vegeta. You don't. And everything else that you need to do is so reliant on assists that, like, I don't get anyone who's still playing him anchor. I don't. This character, he's bad. Honestly, I think I think he's probably the second worst character in the game. After Frieza. I think Frieza's the worst character in the game. I think he's the second worst character in the game. You can feel free to, you know, argue me on this. I don't not mind a great old argument, but I don't see it. And trust me, I play all 3 of the Vegetas. Like, my life depends on it. I love all 3 of the Vegetas, and I feel so good playing a Vegeta. And I still have fun playing this Vegeta, but he got so left in the dust this patch, it's unreal. Videl, A+. You know, she doesn't have to reflect, but damn does she got good buttons. She's reflect proof. The loops, A super optimal Videl could two-touch you at any point of your life. Um, she's got great Oki with great Saiyaman. I think Fidel's a lot stronger than a lot of people give her credit for. Definitely a good character. Yamcha. Amongst the 3 worst characters in the game, but I don't think he's the worst character in the game. Any character that still has probably one of the best level 3. He's got 4-way mix with that level 3. And yeah, sure, Yamcha's Wolfang mix is so reactable now. Bro, mental stacking is a thing in this game. If you keep switching it up and you keep doing different shit, you got your assists to back you and things like that, bro, you're gonna get opened up by Yamcha. One of these days. Especially a good Yamcha. I think his anchor days are over. I think this character needs to be played point now. And I've seen some really strong stuff, really strong showings. I'm not going to deny that he's one of the weaker characters in the game. He's got power crept, yes, but I don't think he's the worst character in the game. I think you guys are crazy for thinking he's the worst character in the game. When he still has a lot. He still has a lot. And then to finish it out, Zamasu. Going right into S tier. This character, another character that got such an insane glow up, dude. He used to be one of the worst characters in the game, and now he's so strong, it's crazy. He's got the fusion buttons. That 5M is insane. I think he has the best jump light in the game right now. Personally, I really do. I think he's eclipsed Piccolo, and I think he has the best jump light in the game. He spits out damage, dude. Spits it just like it's nothing. This character. Poof, damage, you're dead. He's a TOD machine. Great buttons, great combo routes, Hellzone mix. Like, there's no way Zamasu is an S tier. There's no way. And the fight, the buffs that fight got, and the mix that you get off of it, chef's kiss. They turn probably the worst character in the game into an absolute threat. And I can't wait for the characters on the bottom of my tier list to get this glow up. And there we go. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to do a recap because my throat hurts from talking, but there we go. My tier list is done. And I'm going to leave the rest of it up to you. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think. I definitely know a lot of people are not happy with this Nappa one at all. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's anything that you guys would change. Just keep in mind that anything below the top 10 is not ordered because this would take fucking way too long. And if you need any further explanations as to why I put a character, because I gave like a brief explanation of everything. If you need a further explanation, let me know. I would love to give you guys more thoughts on these characters in the comments and stuff down below. I'll be posting this over on Twitter too, so if you want to comment and stuff on Twitter, by all means, link is in the description down below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree, disagree, and all that jazz. And be sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button, YouTuber stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. See you.